people in power in this country. We got civil servants, we got union leaders, we got all the top dogs, men and women in this country, who all have got their heads stuck in the trough. And you know what part of the anatomy we're looking at when somebody has their head in the trough. And that part of the anatomy, that's what the rest of the country is getting. Shit.
Corrupt. We want our country back. That's what we want. We want to earn a living wage, a decent wage, to raise our families. We want our children to be able to buy a house and own their own home. Not to be put out of a rented accommodation and go to the Dublin Corporation and be told there's a sleeping bag, or to live in a hotel with 3 and 4 children. That's not what we reared our children for. That's what the 1916 Rising was about. To get us ahead, away from other governments. We're on our own now. The people of the 1916 Rising would turn in their graves if they seen what was going on with this government now. Kenny out.
I'm from Galway, right to water. Woo, 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 woo! It was never political before this happened, when they tried to privatise our water and charge us again for our water, but we already pay. And then ended with his mojo. That was so funny. You know who wrote that song, don't you? Muddy Waters. And the waters are very muddy in Ireland right now. And I suppose they have been for a long time, but it's only now that people, due to the water protest movement, I feel that people are waking up to all the scandals and all the corruption, because all parts of Irish life are completely corrupted, from the judiciary to the guards, to the banks, to the government, and the government are overseeing all of it to our detriment, and we're not willing to take it anymore. The likes of Apple getting away with paying no taxes, yet we be hauled into court if we don't pay our property tax, which is really only brought about to fill the gaps for the banks. Enough, we've just had enough, we can't take anymore, and we won't take anymore. People are waking up, it's time for a revolution. Muddy waters and all, they need to be cleared. All the crap is coming to the top. You know, can't keep it in anymore. It's just one scandal after another. NAMA, Apple, the water, the vulture funds buying up mortgages by the thousands, throwing people out into the streets, car insurance. I won't be able to afford to drive in my own country very soon, the way things are going. Hospital trolleys. There was a code black in Galway University Hospital where my mother spent the last week. It was insane up there. To think that people can get well in that environment, it beggars belief. It really, something has to change, or something's going to give. And it's going to be people. I'm going to give. You're going to give. You're going to give. I can't take any more. You know, everyone feels the same, and there really should be millions on the streets this weekend, really and truly. But there's still some who are still asleep, who just haven't woken up to the reality. Sorry, love. No.
Questions like, Daddy, when are we going home? Or Daddy, when are we getting a new home? And I look back at their little faces and tell them everything will be alright. Everything will be normal soon, when in reality, I don't know what normal is anymore. I worry about my partner Kim and how she is coping. I'm away at work all day and she's left to deal with the majority of this situation on her own, along with looking after 3 young children and trying to work herself from home. Can I just take this opportunity to say fair play to her. I don't know how she does it, but she does. I love you. As I stated, I am working. After being on and off the dole for the guts of 8 years, I finally got a job a year and a half ago. And in that time I got made full-time. But in that same period, I've also lost my car, which I can't afford to run anymore, and the €500 hike in insurance didn't help. And we lost our rented home. I'm out working to provide for my family, and in reality I can't provide anything. We can barely afford to live. We can barely afford to do things with our kids. Try getting up and going to work with that in your head every day. This isn't the life I had planned for my family. How we are coping as human beings is beyond me. but we have to for our children's sake. And it's them that is keeping us going. But I realise this isn't our fault. We've done nothing wrong. We've done everything we have to do, and it's still not good enough. So this time, like the ones before, aren't just about the unfair tax being imposed on us for something that is a basic human right. It's a platform to expose this unfair and unequal society that we live in. Because I believe in a fair society that cherishes all the children of this nation equally, and I won't stop coming to and supporting these demonstrations because I believe in this movement. It's a movement of hope. And to show my children to never give up and keep fighting for what they believe in. So Enda, now that you got your mojo back and you're standing up to Europe for multinational corporations, when are you going to stand up for the people you supposedly represent? Over the past couple of weeks, you've made it well and truly clear who you represent, and it ain't us. We the people can make change because we the people are the real ones in power. Remember that. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to say anything trite to follow that, to be honest. Anybody that talks about recovery in this country needs their fucking heads examined.
Today, and other people who are not in the government know that there's 13 billion out there that could be used for all kinds of things, including the resolution of this strike. Why don't they do that if they need money?
Labour guilty!